white nationalist terrorism and white supremacist terrorism in this country. You see these large numbers of vaguely employed white men with bizarre criminal records who are killing black people at random, stabbing them with knives, shooting them with guns, and then, only sometimes running away, sometimes not running away, primarily for the purposes of demonstrating that they're willing to kill a black person. That's
I show this to demonstrate. This is not center-left, while the other dude is very center-right.
With so many other viral
We got black versus black going on.
Somebody being yelled at for speaking Spanish in New York and this shooting with McLaughlin down in Florida, that is just the emboldening of white bigotry by a white nationalist, white supremacist presidency and his cronies like, Jeff Sessions and Stephen Miller and all the other white nationalists that he's empowered. It is a daily danger to live life as a black person in this country. That has never not been the case. But the emboldening of sort of your random white bigots and then the loosening of the grips on white terrorism in this country has raised the stakes for all of us. So it's extremely important to take into consideration. I'm not going to tell you to avoid any white man that walks up to you and doesn't seem to know you and might possibly stab you. That would be crazy and make it very difficult to use the subway. But I will say this. It might be in black people's best interest to be even more invested now in buying guns and teaching yourself about safety and making sure that you vote in every single local election that you can to get rid of police chiefs and prosecutors who do not take these cases seriously.
Then in Florida, there is a governor's race this year. There's a Senate race, state legislature races. Shouldn't the stand your ground law be part of what the citizens in Florida raise to each of the candidates to take a stand, given what happened
being overweight
and the acquittal of Zimmerman,
way too thin,
using stand your ground really as a basis for what he did? Given what now has happened to Marquise, shouldn't that be a central test for every candidate in the state of Florida? Shouldn't we be saying that next week when we're in Clearwater?
Absolutely, Reverend Al. And don't forget Corey Jones in Palm Beach, who you preached a eulogy, because the police officer raised stand your ground in that case. It is a critical issue, especially to people of color, because when they kill our...
that's what I want.
Trump derangement syndrome among liberals is out of control. This week, a vandal destroyed President Trump's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame with a pickaxe, 2 years after another vandal defaced it. And this comes just weeks after an innocent 16-year-old boy was attacked in a restaurant for wearing his Make America Great Again hat. And a protester climbed the Statue of Liberty, all in the name of illegal immigration. What's wrong with the so-called left? I thought they were supposed to be tolerant. My next guest is a black, gay Army veteran who was a Democrat. He became so fed up with the outrageous bullying from liberals that he switched parties and became a Republican. Rob Smith joins me now. All right, so Rob, you grew up as a Democrat.
Absolutely.
What made you switch parties to become a Republican?
I think that for me, I got so sick of the lies, specifically what they were telling black people. So when you're a black person and you get these messages from Democrats, it says that you are a victim. It says that you need us to succeed. You need us to achieve. You need this ever-expanding welfare state to be able to make something of yourself. And for me, I got so tired of it, and I got sick of that message that I needed them. And I got sick of that message of victimhood that they continue to push to black Americans over and over and over again for the last 3 decades of my life.
Now, I believe the reason that the Democratic Party does that to people that even are curious about leaving the Democratic Party, they need strong party discipline. They can't allow their base, whether it's Hispanics, whether it's blacks, whether it's young women or young millennials, they can't allow them to think outside the box and even entertain becoming a Republican or even listening to Republican ideas, because they need those votes come November.
They need those votes come November, and also what they want to do is they want to keep people in line. I think Democrats use identity politics to keep people in line, to keep black people in line, to keep Latinos in line, to keep gay people in line. I'm black and gay, and I've seen them use the same tactics for black people as they do for gay people.
Was it harder for you to come out as a Republican or harder to come out as a gay American?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't lose friends when I came out as gay. I've lost friends since coming out as a Republican and
Really?
people do not understand it. And these are the left that's supposed to be so tolerant and so inclusive, you know, and these are the people that were the first to shun me when I came out as conservative.
Well, we have some messages, I guess, on social media.
Oh, yeah.
This one guy says, look at all the approval you are getting from white people. Is this why you do this for? Black people need to stop saying that white people want to hear and what they want to hear and come together and deal with our issues as a people, not sell out to the people who caused them, I guess, harm in the first place. When you read something like that, how does that make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel great. I mean, you know, I've been called everything but a child of God since I came out as a Republican. You know, they call you sellout, they call you Uncle Tom, they call you all these things. It doesn't always have something to do with white people. It could just be that there are different ideas that I'm connecting to more.
All right. And speaking of different ideas, we're just going to play this because it's just kind of interesting to watch. Roseanne Barr was on Sean Hannity's show the other night. We all remember what Roseanne said and how she was fired and why she was fired. Well, this is the first TV interview that she did since that firing from ABC, and here's what she had to say.
America is a place where I, a loudmouth, old, gorgeous Jewish woman, comedian, I'm allowed freedom of speech. They were saying it was racial when it's political. I wish I had worded it better, but I'm not going to let them tell me what I meant. I'm not a racist, and the people who voted for Trump, they're not racist either, and Trump isn't a racist, sorry. When things are going too far right, I'm going to go a little left, and when things are going too far left, I'm going to go a little right. I like the middle opinion that balances two extremes. Most people in America, I think like that.
Well, she never should have said what she said or tweeted about Valerie Jarrett the way she did. That was really, really bad. But what do you think about her explanation and her asking for forgiveness?
You know, I completely accept it. You know, look, I'm one of the few black people who did not think that she should have lost her job after those comments.
Why not?
To me, because I don't think that they were racist. To me, when you look at Valerie Jarrett, you know, it is not too far outside of the realm of possibility for somebody to think that Valerie Jarrett is white. There are a lot of people that don't know. She's very ambiguously ethnic. So I didn't take that. It's a very negative comment, and it was a nasty comment. I don't know if it's necessarily racial. That's not how I took it. But then as Americans, do we give people an opportunity to apologize? Do we give people an opportunity to be contrite? But no, they didn't give her that opportunity. They wanted to shut her down. And what I think the left does, what I think Democrats do, is they use accusations of racism. They use those words to shut people down and get rid of those people. And by the way, the same people that wanted Roseanne fired are the same people that are rallying behind James Gunn.
Oh, right.
You know,
the other guy that made all those horrible pedophiles.
That made the horrible pedophile jokes on Twitter.
Right.
So the same people that called for Roseanne to be fired are the same ones that are rallying behind James Gunn and saying that it wasn't correct that he got fired.
All right, Rob, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.